This is Stephen Alexander for another BSFS book review. Not in the bedroom, baby dragon! So, earlier this year, I covered Kingdom Cold, the first in a fantasy bestseller trilogy by Brittany Chanel. I wasn't the biggest fan since the main focus was on the romance between the Prince of Virus and the Princess of Besnium, with some hijinks in between. Also, there wasn't a lot of interesting stuff like magic. Book 2 changes that, making magic a big part of the story equation. Merlin is a black sorceress. No, not an evil sorceress. Well, maybe, but not black evil. Well, she's black, and she has cool hair. The way she's described in the book, I think she's somewhere between Angela Bassett in Strange Days and Lupita Nyong'o in Black Panther. Anyway, King Arthur of Camelot, yeah, the guy with the sword, Excalibur, wants to forge a unit of battle mages, and he thinks Charlotte is magical. So he sends his best friend Lancelot and Merlin out to capture them. Charlotte lays low and finds a helpful ally to pose as her beard. Hiding out at the edge of town buys her time to raise her daughter Morgana. No, that's not her. But you're in the right direction. Morgana is actually a perky kid who resembles Rin from Hunger Games. 2 guesses as to who the father is. Anyway, Min feels bad about leaving Charlotte to die, and he drinks his days away pining for his lost love. A clue arrives to Virez and he departs, traveling the New Kingdom to find his lost love. Can he convince her to love him as she loved his brother? What will he say when he learns about Morgana? Or will Merlin and Lancelot stop him from reuniting with the one woman he's ever loved? But that's not my main question. I want to know who left a damn dragon egg in a castle. What did I like about the story? It was a very fast read, which for me is great because I've got a big backlog of books to get through. While I wasn't as big a fan of the rapid focus switching in the first novel, I think it works a bit better in the second novel. Fans of romance novels tend to like being able to see into the minds and hearts of the protagonists. Since I'm not a fan of romance novels, I don't find the switching as helpful, but I'm not willing to dock it as much as I did before. In Kingdom Soul, she figured out how to do it in a way to keep the story interesting. The magical fantasy arc enters into the story much more here, though the whole King Arthur origin story feels a bit shoehorned. What didn't I like about the story? There are some things about Korean dramas that I don't like, mostly that they're inherited from shows like All My Children. This book wasn't supposed to be like that, but the ending has a whiplash-inducing plot. I see why the author did it, but it cheapens the whole Minso redemption arc. I can't say more without spoiling it, but it's going to leave you either feeling really happy or really wanting to chuck your e-reader into the street. Whack! Sorry, Harmony! Opa did it! The Lancelot, Merlin, Guinevere love triangle arc was a bit much, but I can't complain too much about it since there is a sequel. It's a trilogy, so, there has to be a sequel. It's like eating a hot dog without carcinogens. The chapters were, 2 or 3 Kindle locations long, each at times. I usually don't complain about short chapters, but wow, this was short. If you like detail, you probably will mind the shortness of the chapters. If you've been reading the When Night Falls trilogy, you'd appreciate shorter chapters. Trust me. My recommendation. A pretty cool sequel that introduces the much-needed magical fantasy elements that help balance the romantic drama that surrounds the story. If you liked Kingdom Cold, you'll like Kingdom Soul. It sets a pretty cool lead-up to the finale, Kingdom Untold. Who will Charlotte give her heart to? Or will King Arthur rip it out and go full Dracula on Camelot? Who knows? Buy it and find out. I give Kingdom Soul a spicy kimbap score of 4 out of 5 stars. It's the warmth in your soul that brings the princess to your yard, not your milkshake. Got any ideas, suggestions, or music for the show? Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's a new year, and with a new year comes new challenges. New works to review. And most importantly, new projects. Speaking of which, we are 10 more episodes to the 150 extravaganza. Stay tuned.